Hey, it's Roald Dahl Day on the 13th of September. So let's create a book cover of your favourite Roald Dahl book using Adobe Express. So it's very easy to get going. We're going to use a template here. Now you can search for anything you like in this template. You could search for book cover. There's all sorts of things here. But I'm actually going to search for something which is going to give me this one here, because I think this is a brilliant one to create a book cover from. So let's click Start From, and off we go. And one of the things I really like about this is it's kind of got this sticker on there, which is the kind of thing you get in bookshops. It's got a nice title, change the background very easily, so let's get going. We're not going to call this Mason because my favourite story from Roald Dahl is the BFG. So there we go. Now it's gone onto 2 lines, so I'm going to stretch it out so it goes onto 1. And then I'm going to centre it and wait for that little dotted line, the pink dotted line there, to come up. Happy with that. Now instead of Rowan Otsu, I'm going to change this to Roald Dahl. That's the author, of course, because it's Roald Dahl Day. There we go. I'm happy with the size of it. And now, instead of the best house in the world, I could delete that if I wanted to, but I'm going to change it to the wonderful tale of the BFG. Now, you can change things like the font and things just by selecting there. You can change the size of it and all sorts of things. But I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to keep it nice and simple. Now you see this background photo here. Now this was used for some kind of architecture or building magazine, I think, or book. And I'm going to change that. So I've got it selected. Press replace here. If you try to search for something like the BFG, you're not going to get anything because images of the BFG or illustrations from the book are copyrighted. So we have to be a little bit more creative with the things that we search for. So I'm going to search for old man. One of the things I remember from the story was Roald Dahl talking about how as a giant his wrinkles looked so huge. So I'm looking for a sort of close-up of an old man's face. This one looks really cool. So if I click that one, it goes straight in there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in. And I wanted it to be a sort of close-up of the face because every time you zoom in, you'll lose a little bit of quality. So I don't want to zoom in too much. One of the problems is that the text up here starts to be lost a little bit. So with the photo selected again, I'm actually going to apply a filter to it. I'm going to make it a little bit darker, and then you can see the text, and it also makes it look a little bit mysterious, which I really like. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to search for little child, because I want to put in a picture of Sophie. She's the other character, and I'll show you something which is really cool that you can do with this. There we go. I think this one's going to be good because I'm going to put the image in there. But what I'm going to do is going to select that image and I'm going to click the remove background tool. Nice. I like it. I'm going to click the tick. And then I'm going to position Sophie just in that bottom right hand side. Now you could apply a similar filter to her as well if you wanted to. And I like that because you've got the juxtaposition of the really big picture of the old man with his wrinkles. And then you've got this tiny little girl as well. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change this little sticker here. You can change the color of it. I often think that the stickers that they put on them in bookshops are often yellow, so maybe I'll go for a yellow one. But also, I think I'm going to bring it down slightly. I think the size is a bit big. So with that sticker selected, I'm also going to press Shift and select the stars and also the text as well. And then when I resize this or when I move this, it'll all move as one. Okay, instead of an eye-opening read, I might put a magical tale of wonder. And then my name. There we go. Clean up the spelling a little bit. Give myself a capital letter at the start. And you can play around with the different font recommendations if you want to as well. You can also change the, if you don't want it to be a 5 stars, for example, you might want it to be a 4 stars. Maybe something like this one. Perfect. And that is how you create a book cover. Give it a title once you've finished. This one will be the BFG. And then you can download it to your machine. I'm going to choose a PNG. And then it will download here. And then I can also press share, publish, and create a link or share it via Microsoft Teams or Google Classrooms. And there you go. Good luck with yours.